All right, guys, I have a really cool one for you today. We are in Pryor Ridge, a premier community in Lee Summit, Missouri that offers a ton of amenities covered by your $750 per year HOA due, which is very reasonable compared to other communities we've explored with very similar amenities. We are exploring the Glenwood plan by Inspired Homes. This is a move-in ready 2-story home with 6 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, and 4,167 square feet of finished space, currently priced at just under $740,000. Inspired Homes is one of the largest builders in Kansas City, though still lead with a very personalized approach where buyers work directly with on-site architect to personalize your home to fit your every need, not just a pick spec 1, 2, or 3 like many builders do. In Pryor Ridge alone, they offer 14 different floor plans to choose from, a majority of them being reverse floor plans, 2-story floor plans, as they are the most popular. This is the Glenwood 2-story plan by Inspired Homes, and this is one of the most unique floor plans I've seen. You're not going to want to miss this. Let's go check it out. All right, if you are new to this channel or if this is your first time tuning in, my name is Sam Gerard, a local realtor here in Kansas City, licensed in both Kansas and the Missouri side. And what we do on this channel is go through all of the newest communities here in Kansas City. So if this is something you're interested in, or you're planning on buying, building, or selling here in Kansas City and the surrounding suburbs, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. That way you can stay up to date on all of the newest communities here in Kansas City. Here at Pryor Ridge, you're located on the southern part of Lee Summit, just east of Pryor Road off 150 Highway. This location gives you really quick access west towards Summit Woods Crossing for shopping and dining, and easy connections to 291, 50 Highway, 470 if you're commuting around the KC Metro. And one thing I really like about this area, it still feels very tucked away and residential, but you're still only minutes from everyday conveniences. Downtown Lee Summit is a very short drive, and you're still close to grocery stores, restaurants, and parks without feeling like you're hitting heavy traffic. Pryor Ridge itself is a master plan community, so it was intentionally designed with amenities built in. So residents here have access to a junior competition-sized pool, playground, basketball courts, walking trails, and even a fenced dog park here in the community. So it's not just homes, it's actually a lifestyle built in to this neighborhood. And this community is served by the Lee Summit R7 School District, which operates multiple elementary schools and high schools, and is consistently recognized for strong academic performance and graduation rates in Missouri. Now, with this floor plan, there is a very large 2-story elevation, very strong vertical presence. Makes it feel very grand as you're walking in. And one cool thing here, continuing with the grand feel, you do have an 8-foot front door. Feels very large. I wouldn't consider this quite a wraparound porch yet, but it does have that feature. There is plenty of room, fit all the furniture you could possibly want out here. All right, first look here, walking into that front door, that 8-foot front door. Nice tall It's a 6-foot wainscoting with nice engineered hardwood. Wainscoting continues on that other side. It does have very tall ceilings as well. I would assume 10-foot ceilings. It's a very massive stone fireplace with wooden mantle. And it is open concept. And one feature I thought was really cool that Inspired did was, you see this wood grain slat wall or shiplap that continues on to your range hood. I thought that was really neat. And you do have, see if the camera can pick it up well, you have kind of an olive or forest green cabinets. The lowers here and over here by your built-ins, you have the same color with that brushed gold pulls for the cabinets. I love that they did that. You do have, over the dining room, your wood beams. Here's the covered patio. So I'm going to try to navigate this floor plan to the best of my abilities. There are so many twists and turns. This home is so large, it just keeps going. So forgive me if I'm a little chunky with my layout. Another look at that shiplap island. Beautiful quartz countertops. Another last look. That custom range hood. You do have this little coffee bar continuing with the green tones. The camera makes it look like a substantially different color from the cabinets, but I promise you they're very, very similar. But you do have floating shelves with undershelf lighting. And here's your walk-in pantry. There is one outlet in here. Another look at your little coffee bar. Okay, we are going to actually take a left, go down here. This is over by your garage. You have that dark green, very large mudroom bench. Plenty of storage underneath and large cabinets above. Of course, everything is soft close. Have your 3-car garage with garage door openers on both. It sounds like such a silly thing to be excited about, but very few builders include that with the sale of the home. So it's always a nice pro for me to see that. You have your Rainbird irrigation system. It does have a wireless sensor, so if it rains, it will skip. So in from the garage, back to the mudroom. And all of the hallways in this home, at least on the main level, are very, very wide. The foyer is extended. I have not seen a walk-in coat closet before in a home. I think that's so cool. Now, we'll hit a left here. And here is bathroom number 1. So continuing with that deep green. And not many 2-story homes have a bedroom, or if they do, it's kind of a small, cramped little office, but this is a very, very good size. This would be considered a bedroom, but very good size room. Here's what the closet looks like. And we are not going to go downstairs yet. It is finished, but I want to show you the bedrooms first. So another look at this great room. Okay. So going up the stairs, have this nice floor to ceiling accent wall, kind of a board and batten design on the landing. And this is a very, very plush carpet. Definitely an upgrade from what many builders would put into this home. You do have tray ceiling with plenty of recessed lights. And this would be considered the master. Must have got lost and not turned all the lights on just yet. Okay, so here is the master bedroom closet. So you have this large section here with a mirror, plus this section. And I'm just going to dip in and dip out of the room here. But you have an attached laundry room. Of course, there is a door for some privacy. And another door here. So if it's occupied, you can keep that door closed. Now here is the primary bathroom. So you have your commode room here. Now, this is sweet. So you do have dual vanities, but they are separated. That gives a little bit more space, a little bit more room to spread out. Oftentimes one partner usually takes up both sides anyway. Continuing with the brushed gold accents on the cabinet pulls. Symmetrical on this other side. Now you might notice, why are there two entrances to the shower? It is one shower with dual shower head, dual control, two niches for soaps and anything else you need, plus a little bench. A lot of clients of mine that have looked at homes with this layout of shower, they're concerned about the draft. But from other clients who do have this type of shower, they don't feel that draft at all. Just the way it's shaped, not sure, but people rave about it. Right, here's the hallway. If you're watching this and considering going to a new community for the first time or buying a new home, do me a favor, give me a call or shoot me a text. I'd be happy to accompany you on that very first visit. And if you already have a realtor, that's totally fine too. Just make sure they go with you on that very first visit. The reason that matters is if you go to a new community for the very first time without your agent, the builder's agent may assume that you're unrepresented. And that that's important because builder's agents, of course, work on behalf of the builder, look out for the builder's best interest. Whereas myself as a buyer's agent, I look out for you and your best interest at all times, keep the builders accountable, and make the process as seamless as possible. And one common question I get from clients who are interested in new homes is they ask if They have to pay a buyer's agent fee for me to represent them. And in each one of my transactions in which I've represented a buyer, the builder has actually covered 100% of my compensation. So my client, my buyer, did not pay a dime for representation in the process. So while I was rambling there, of course, have the bedroom, you have shared commode, shared shower. Each side has their own closet, own sink. This is the only aspect that's shared. And very generous sized. Walk-in closets on ancillary bedrooms are not super common. So you do have a small little area here for a vanity or a little game setup. Here's a view from the front. Do have great sized linen closet. And this is actually second furnace. So just given the size of the home, the pure square footage, it's really valuable for there to be a second furnace, typically one for each level, just so you can optimize the temperature on either floor. Because two-story homes, often the upper level will get very warm. Even this bedroom has ensuite bath. With another walk-in closet. Here's a look from the laundry room from the hallway. Master closet being on the other side of that door. All right, and if you made it to this part, I need you to help me out. I'm committed to creating the most valuable video as possible. So I will be posting more of these home tours each week. If there's something that would make this channel more useful for you or your family, like community drive-through tours, amenity tours, or anything else that you can think of, please let me know down below. I am building this channel for you. Here is your finished basement. So you have very large rec area. Again, I always reference it as the chief's room. You have an unfinished storage room and where your other mechanicals are. There's a ton of storage down here. So you have a small area back here, area here, some more here, and on the other side of the furnace and the water heater. Back there. And in the corner, that was your passive radon mitigation system. All right, here is the final bedroom. Still a good sized room. I would say a little bit smaller than the other bedrooms, but of course still has walk-in closet. With your egress window, so it can be qualified as a bedroom. with very large vanity, continuing with that deep green, and there's your shower. All right, guys, that'll do it for the Glenwood by Inspired Homes. If you made it to this part of the video, I want you to leave a comment down below your favorite feature of this home, and of course, feedback on what would make these videos more valuable. And if you have any specific questions or just looking for help and someone to guide you through the process of building a new home in Kansas City and the surrounding suburbs, my information is down in the description below. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one.